oh yeah mate, this ain't going. Welcome to the Big Adventure. I'm Barney.
I'm Ash.
We are a couple of motorcycle enthusiasts, you might say, and we decided we were going to film some adventures, some of the little bits and bobs we get up to, some European tours, bits around the UK, track days and the such. I ride this currently. It's a 2015 BMW S1000RR. It's largely set up for track riding, fast road stuff, and the such.
And this is my 1998 Yamaha R1, old faithful, no electronics, no ABS, no rider aids, just pure rider skill, or lack of, in most of the time.
So this is part one, take one, whatever you want to call it. This was our first adventure. Nothing went well.
Nothing went to plan.
Nothing did. No.
We'd planned a trip to Cologne
for my birthday.
For your birthday, and we'd been planning this for about 6 weeks. This wasn't a rushed job. We had a hotel booked, our channel crossings on the channel tunnel
out in the back.
Yeah. We had the route planned, everything, and then Storm Bert arrived. And this was like 3 days before we were due to leave. The weather reports for Cologne, where we were supposed to be going, were saying they had 2-3 feet of snow in places. Many of the roads were impassable, and being that clearly we were on the machines for the job, we bravely decided we were going to go to France instead. And even that went wrong.
That went wrong, yeah.
That went wrong. As you're about to see. Enjoy.
I want the nice Tesco puff.
So that snow is why we're not going to Germany. That is mad.
Yeah. Mate, I was driving around in all of that yesterday. I went up to Lyme Regis, Bournemouth, fucking everything.
You're bonkers, mate. Absolutely
I'll tell you
bonkers.
what, it wasn't too bad in the car, but again, same rules apply, mate. If we start getting near Calais and it looks like we're not going to make it, I'm not going to rush and fucking kill my bike.
No.
Going to see if we can very gently put them in KFC without dropping it and get photos of them in the snow. I have put my bike in rain mode and that is where it's going to stay until we get back. Something's not happy.
No? What's not happy?
Well, it's just kicked all my warning lights on again. It did it there when we pulled up at the pumps, and it's doing like almost like it was at Cadwell when I thought the battery was going flat.
Right.
So again, very much. I'll see how we go, but I'd really rather not have to rely on the RAC. They take forever and a day.
Yeah, that's true.
Like key's not in and it's flashing my brake light.
Oh yeah.
I'm fucking clicking my ignition on, for fuck's sake. Oh yeah, mate, this ain't going. Sake! I'm not going to say I'm a fair weather rider, however, this is because I'm a fair weather rider. Because I've never ridden it really in the wet. The problem is if it's throwing water down and under the ECU, I don't know what's wet.
Who knows? Who knows what's done?
Fuck's My van's full of shit. So as you can see, we're about 10 minutes into that adventure from setting off.
It wasn't very far, was it?
No. So at that point, we'd ridden through the sun, the snow. This was the tail end of Storm Bert in 2024. And to summarise everything that had gone wrong, this wonderful piece of German engineering I bought in August of 2024 because I broke my Ninja. I then bought it, brought it home, then put it in the van again. We went and did 2 track days, Castle Combe and Cadwell Park, and then I brought it back and we then dressed up to go and do this ride to Cologne, which didn't happen. It turned into a ride to France, and even that went wrong. So the best that I could figure out at the time, because we've been getting ready to go and do this, the bike had been in my front garden through that cold weather.
So in that moment, what did your dashboard look like when you'd broken down?
A Christmas tree doesn't quite cover it. I don't know if we're going to have some copyright. We might have to bleep a load of this out, but there's a certain Star Wars movie, and they're just about to fire the Death Star, and every single possible light is flashing. That's what my dashboard looked like. The bike wouldn't start. It just about went off a bump start in a snowy, icy car park. That was a bum twitch, just getting that to go. But yeah, I got it started, and at that point, I thought rather than go through the rest of the bad weather with it, I decided to be extremely brave and took it back to the workshop, and not to mention he left me anyway. Because I was going to try and catch up, but he'd already.
I think
gone.
it was a sensible idea. I think when you're that close to home and you don't know what's gone wrong, especially with the amount of electronics,
the bike wouldn't run. I didn't know if we were going to get 10 minutes down the dual carriageway that preceded where we were, and it was going to cut out again. I didn't know if it would cut out on the motorway. I didn't know how far I was going to get and then be stranded at the side of the road.
The last thing we wanted was for you to get over the fans. And
Old Faithful was still working, so he got to have all the fun.
No computers.
Shut up. So enjoy his adventure to France, and
it's a smug face.
Yeah, I got an adventure back to my workshop.
Blocked the only fucking exit. He's blocked the only exit out of here. For one car that's stuck at a T-junction. It's broken down, but you can still go left. And if you're sensible, you can still go right around it. I need to get a shift on. So I've just stopped at Roundham's for a quick break and making good time. Barney's made it back to the unit, which is good. His bike, after we got over the roundabout, turns out was absolutely fine. So he reckons it was just a battery issue. I've had battery issues with mine. I thought it was the timing chain, the cam chain, but it turns out it wasn't. It just needed a new battery. Bike is filthy, so I'm going to give my lights a bit of a clean quickly, and then we're going to get some more fuel and shoot on. But we're making good time. So other than navigating the car park, that wasn't too difficult. But that's not to say that the next bit won't be. Well, I guess we just sit here and wait. Boarding in 11 minutes. That's what it says on the sign in front. So, I'll turn you back on in 11 minutes. Well, I'm all alone. I'm all by myself. When I say that, I mean I am all by myself. There is no one here. There is no one. There's no one in the next one. And there's no one behind either. I'm all by myself. So I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be dark when I get to the other end, and I'm slightly terrified. But I'm glad I'm doing it. I'm glad I'm doing it. Oh, there's an upstairs. It's upstairs. It's probably the same as this. We're going to have a quick look. Let's go have a quick look. Yeah, it's exactly the same, isn't it? was going to show you some scenic shots, but one, it's getting dark outside, and two, I forgot that we're under the sea. There is nothing to see out there. Absolutely nothing. So, sorry about the view. Sorry there's no Barney. And our first adventure is just me and the bike. But, you know, you can't plan for these things. You know, you can plan for breakdowns, but if something happens so close to home, you know, you might as well just go home. And I do feel for Barney, I do feel really bad for him. Because he messaged me earlier and his bike's fine now at home. It's cold. You probably can't hear me very well. We made it. We made it, guys. We are at Dunkirk. I don't really know what to say. I'm never usually lost for words. Never.
Dunkirk, a quiet town with echoes that still shake the world. Standing here on this beach, it's hard to imagine the chaos that once unfolded. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers stranded, surrounded, and hoping for a miracle. They got one. Ordinary people risking everything to bring them home. And it's humbling. Being here makes you see that history is not something far away, but something real. It's something that happened right where you're standing.
I was lucky enough to work on a film Dunkirk. If you haven't seen it, please watch it. And it will give you an idea of how horrific that was in 1940.
Today, Dunkirk is a modern, vibrant town, full of life, culture and colour. The beaches where history once held its breath, and now it's lined with cafes, families and kite circles. The harbour is busy with boats, not evacuations. There are museums and more memorials, yes, but there's also art, great food and a real sense of community. It's a town that's moved forward without forgetting where it came from. And riding through it now, you don't just see the past, you see how far it's come.
So I'm through the first bit and then passport control. From the French side, now I'm going through the passport control on the British side. So firstly they check the ticket, then the French police, or the national, their version of border force, book you out of France. In the middle, at the moment I'm in no man's land. And then this in front is border force, us, British, and the queue is insane. Of course it is. I mean, it's not insane, but it's not fun, especially with the week and it's cold. And apparently the terminal closes at 10:30, so I can't even get dinner. So it turns out, if you arrive to Calais after 10:30, nothing is open. Nothing whatsoever. This is the duty free. Just closed. We can look in there, but we can't go in there. There's a couple of vending machines that have the tiniest coffees in the world. I've had 2 of those. In fact, here they are. Here they are, the coffee machines. Yep. Well, one's a coffee machine, and the other's a snack machine. But yeah, duty free's closed. Nothing whatsoever. So on the ferry, you guys are going to get first impressions on me. I've not done this before. Oh, first impressions. Okay. Next 7.
Attention! Beware moving vehicles. Attention aux véhicules qui passent.
Upper decks. Gosh, ties your knees up. Well, the outside deck's closed. Alright. Lounge bar. That's nice. Spin over to the front. I found outside. Probably won't be out here when we're moving. But whatever you can see. Oh, there's the bridge. And there you are. Yeah. Not what else to see really. It's so dark. Cheers. And got an all-day breakfast wrap. Lush. I'll try this. Go check out the actual bar. Maybe get an actual drink. And then later on, when it's not so busy, check out the restaurant. I look so tired, don't I? So tired. But it's been a long day, and I've had no sleep and no rest. I've been driving literally all day with myself for company, so it is what it is. I've spoken to Barney. He's all right. He's disappointed, but he's all right. I've got a lovely view as well. I'll show you this. That's another ship next to us. And this is the quayside. We've got some sort of lounge up there. Can't really see it, but it does look nice. Oh, you can see it on my nose. It does look nice. First impressions on the P&O are quite good. Yeah, not bad. We'll see what happens when we set sail. Wish me luck. So I should probably do a little bit about France itself. It's been good, I've enjoyed it. I've only spent a short time there. It's an improvised adventure. The roads are trash. The French can't drive, or I can't drive in Europe, one of the two. I have found today very, very difficult. Very difficult. I'm so stressed. I'm glad to be going back to England. So glad. Spoken to one of my friends, Brad, who lives in Kent, not far from Dover. I'm going to go to his for a couple of hours, hopefully get my head down for a little while, because this storm's coming in. It's not bad at the moment, but it is going to come in later. It's going to start raining heavily. I don't mind riding home in the rain. What I don't want to do is ride home now on no sleep. I think that's a stupid idea. So I'm going to go to his, I'm going to chill out for a little while and try and get my head down and then get my waterproofs on later. Yeah, what a day, what a turn of events. Can't go to Germany because of adverse weather. Barney breaks down, gets home and his bike starts working. I've already set off. I've made it to Folkestone with minutes to spare. I've had to try and create this content by myself, so I hope you enjoy it. It has been difficult by myself because me and Barney bounce off each other. You know, that's our personalities. We bounce off each other, and that's why we work well together. Because he just takes the piss out of me all the time. I wasn't going to do it, but we're outside. We're outside. We're not too far away from France. Maybe a couple of kilometres. We're not too far. But, yeah. You can see some light out there. It won't focus, but that's where we're going. Good old England. tough, guys. I've ridden in rain many times, but not this distance. I think my gloves weigh maybe half a kilo each. I've got a swimming pool in my boot. Yeah. I'm going to go warm up. I'm home. I'm home. That was tough. I got to Winchester Services. I took all the cameras off the bike. And I just thought, I'm just getting home. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I've done it. Even with the events that have happened, I've enjoyed it.